Okay. Welcome back to Yashahime, Princess Half Demons. Anime review, episode number 15. This one discussing the 16th episode of the anime, Double Edge Moroha. Episode starts off with Moroha, Setsuna, and Toa confronting Moroha's former master, Yashahime. I think that's not Yashahime, it's... What is her name? Let's see. I'm sure that's probably... Let's see. Yuragi. That's in Yuragi. Starts up basically them look like about to confront her, and then we cut to 3 years prior to events of the present day stuff in the feudal era of Japan, where you see Moroha along with her master at a cave where she has to overcome this particular place in order to gain more power. And in order to teach her not to use the rouge she's known for using. The rouge itself has been used a few times over the course of the series. It's not overutilized per se. There was one point where it was actually depowered, where she actually used it and did not fall unconscious, because that's pretty much the problem with the damn thing. Yeah, it almost seems as though the people who wrote this episode didn't really get the whole point of the rouge. It's like, okay, let's just basically write it where, oh yeah, let's just have it where we don't really use the damn thing anymore. That's my personal guess. That's the reason why they're, in a way, in this episode, they're kind of going to give an excuse of exactly why that maybe Moroha is not going to use it for the foreseeable future. It's possible. Overcomes, and of course, he gets used to the first chronological appearance of the Corpse Dealer, where he and Yashahime are gambling at this dice game involving checkers. I think it's Chinese checkers, I think it is. Where she apparently boxed up her own student in order to participate in this game. And, well, basically her deal was basically she'll come, then she gets her master's sword. And she comes back, and she's not very happy with the fact she basically inherited our debt to her, which is something they mentioned over the course of the series, that she has to pay off her master's debt, and basically we see her master here. And we see another flashback a few years prior to that, where Moroha basically, because currently I think she's supposed to be about 14 now, so 11, so this flashback she presumably is 8. Those two wearing the same attire. This all kind of explains where her master got the armor she wears in the episode. Yep, we get an explanation for that. Yeah, a weasel man just comes out of nowhere. Hey, put on this magical armor. Here, put this key in my back. You'll basically put it on. And then when she was on, I was like, ha ha, you get to die wearing this damn thing. Bye bye. Oh, and by the way, they confront the birds of paradise. Which, when I saw them in the episode, I'm like, wait, weren't these things destroyed by Koga and Inuyasha in the original anime? Yeah, they pretty much destroyed these damn things. Heck, even Moroku had a hand in destroying these damn things. How the heck do these things repopulate in just 8 years? Yes, at this point, probably been 8 years since the end of the series. Probably even longer. Probably over a decade. So, how in the world these things even get that size? I mean, that's the equivalent of the size they were in the original Inuyasha series, and here they're like fully stocked up and basically population, which I thought that was kind of weird. I like the fact they mentioned, oh yeah, wolf demon's enemy, bird of paradise. That's perfectly fine. These birds of paradise look a little different than they did in the original series, where it looked like they had like a couple of different like human shaped half bodies, top of their thing. Here it's just basically the bottom half. I get the reason why they brought these creatures in, because they're well-known creatures who appeared for a couple episodes of the original Inuyasha anime. I think they appeared back in season 1, I think it did. Yes. Yeah, the Birds of Paradise. Where, when they were first introduced, that's when we got introduced to the Wolf Demon Clan. And it's interesting, though, that when they make a show up in this series, we have a brief appearance by a member of the Wolf Demon Clan, namely Moroha's master. Of course, she defeats the creatures thanks to her slashing wind. And then we cut back to the present day stuff, not the modern day stuff per se. That we can go back there for quite a while. So Moroha tells Toa and Setsuna to not interfere in this fight. Basically, stay out of it. which kind of makes sense because these two don't do anything this episode. This basically is a Moroha episode. It makes sense. She is a daughter of the two main characters of the previous series, so it's about freaking time she gets a lot of focus, because I think maybe that's been some people complaining against Sunrise, that we have so much screen time for Toa in the series. We get the love for her, but not for Moroha, the woman who happens to be the daughter of the main title, the titular main character of the series, Inuyasha, and the female lead of the series, Kagome. So I appreciate the fact we get a chance to explore a little bit of Moroha's backstory. And they have a pretty excellent battle. Yeah, it's actually really good. And, oh yeah, by the way, this battle is instigated by Kotan of the Four Barrels, who apparently, like, it was asked by Moroha, like, wait, did you go to the rat village in order to get the armor removed? She's like, yes, but by the time she got there, the entire village, like, apparently the entire village was massacred by Kotan. He says, because I felt like it. I had no reason to kill him. I just felt like killing him. Yeah. That's probably in the way of Raider's way to basically right around the way of why she's still wearing her armor. Even though she could easily have removed. Like, oh, you want the key? Here's the key. All you gotta do is kill your student and you get the key. She's like, fine, whatever. Oh, and the flashback, after she gets it, that's where Moroha gets her sword that she's known for using in the series. Which I kind of thought maybe that was basically something similar to Inuyasha's sword, or is made from one of his fangs. Like part of his, excuse me, like Tensaiga, but nope. Nothing to do with that. It's basically her master's prized possession. Where she got the sword, never explained. Where her master got it, because I get how Moroha got it. She got it from her. Because she wanted, because she did something she asked her to do. So she gets the sword. Fine. But where her master got the sword, never explained. And so she was going to use Kotan basically to kill him with the Crimson Backlash Wave. Which is like, Crimson Backlash Wave. That's interesting. Because it's a similar move that her father, or his father Inuyasha, for using the Backlash Wave. Which is something he didn't. I kind of thought he used a lot because I saw a little bit more movies than the TV show. But it turns out he liked using the Wind Scar a lot more than he did the Backlash Wave. Which I thought was kind of weird because in the movies he used that frequently. In the show, he more used the Wind Scar in order to basically win his battles. Here in the show, like, I appreciate that she got a new ability because you have Crimson Dragon Wave. That was her prime ability. Here now we have the Crimson Backlash Wave, which is cool. We got a new move for her, just like her father. Her father knew about four different sword moves. They have the Wind Scar, the Backlash Wave, the Adamant Barrage, basically the diamond stuff, and the what causes Sengetsu, which is basically him opening up a portal to another region, which basically wipes some creature from existence completely. So now she has two abilities, basically those are two attacks that her sword can use, which is basically half the amount of attacks that her father used in the original series. Mm-hmm. And despite the fact that Kotan moved out of the way because he's trying to use Kotan to have her student kill him, but she gets killed instead. And of course, the key that he used to basically try to bribe her, he destroys it. And of course, he gets away, sets up it, and of course, he used the Rainbow Pearl, the Blue Diamond Pearl, and she passes away Moroha's arms, basically understanding the lessons she taught her. It's a good episode. I at least got handed to that. But next week, it's more Kotan stuff. Though, it's not going to Kotan. Basically, we're back to the demon-eating monk. Yeah, the demon eats monks. We're finally back to him after about 2 episodes. Actually, it's about 3 episodes since he was last seen. And we're great to get back to him, which is great. Maybe get a chance to hit Moroku here in the series. Though, I still have to ask the question. Okay, we know that Moroku and Song are still alive. Kaede is still alive. Kohaku is still alive. Great. Here's the question. And of course, no one happened to go Inuyasha, but the big question I've had since the start of the series: where the heck is Shippo? You know, that's a really good question. I mean, I get the fact at the end of the previous series, you basically have to become an actual high level demon. Did he become that? Don't know. I know there's other characters a similar character he is, but he's basically just a character who's a hired hand of the corpse dealer. Where the heck Shippo is just never explained. You know who another character is not in the episode? Kilala. Yeah, she's generally been in a lot of the episodes. This is the first episode in probably not since the pilot that Kilala has not made an appearance in the series. Because Kilala basically not only been almost every episode. Though this is the first episode probably in a while she's missed. I hope eventually the series does explain what the heck happened to Shippo. Because, all the previous original series characters, we know what happened to them and their fates in this series. A lot of them are still alive, though Goma and Inuyasha are still off in the dimension where Inuyasha's father is. But where is Shippo? That's a very good question. Where is Shippo? Because that's a question I have asked since the series started, because I heard that Goma and Inuyasha basically are missing. But where is Shippo, the little kid? Which I'm sure, because it's been probably a long time since the original series, because Shippo was 8 in the original series. I think post time skip he must have been about 13-ish, so he must be in his 20s by now. At least grow a little bit taller. But nope, we can't feature him in the series for some reason. Maybe at some point they might feature him in the series, because I have been curious about him, because he's just a fun-loving character. Maybe he's a fox demon, but could it at least tell some people what the heck happened to him? Maybe he ended up with some girl he met in the previous series. It's possible, but they never really say anything about it. Okay, so yeah, that's it for Singular Review. And that's pretty much it for videos. I don't have any more time than videos today, so expect to see, presumably, right now, 4 videos coming tomorrow. Reviews for Fire Force, One Piece, My Hero Academia, new chapter manga, and Boruto. Yep. To this video. Bye.